There we go. All right. Well, happy Monday. Couple of things that I was thinking about before we jumped on. Jenna kind of already started the first one was if you have not talked to Jenna or me, if you haven't completed your Coach University helping us make the training videos and you're part of that, just make sure you know when that is and that you have read over the script or your notes or whatever you're using for that, so you're prepared. And then Jenna and I will, once all the videos are done, we will go through with you guys and kind of explain what that looks like. And don't forget, you have the rights as a coach to be a leader for your team and how you want that to look. So how we're doing it doesn't have to be how you guys do it. But the way that we have it set up, we made an intro video, Jenna and I did. You guys can make your own intro videos that you can send to your new coach right away, explaining what Coach University is, welcoming them to the team. And then you'll just send them either 1 week at a time or multiple weeks at a time or all 6 weeks, however you want to structure that for them. I really, really, really would love for you guys to please go through and take a week, listen to one Coach University video a day so you know what's on them, because you're going to have your new coaches asking you questions about this and you need to know, like, what are they learning this week? What have they heard? What have they not heard? And that way either you can supplement where they're not getting information, or you can be like, it was in your training. Did you do training week 2 yet? And make sure they're doing their homework. So, but again, once that's all completed, Jenna and I will do a quick live video and explain like how that's set up, how we're putting our coaches through it. But in the meantime, I know Jerry was asking, like, I have a new coach, like, where do I start with that? Let us know. We have the intro and we have Christy and Whitney's video. So if we need to get them started with that, that's okay. But we have the intro in week 1 completed. So they can at least do that. And we'll have in the next week or two the rest completed. So yeah. What was my other thing I was thinking about? Oh, March is this week. What? Crazy. And exciting. We have an Emerald push at the beginning of the month that we're doing with Ignite with the larger team, and then a Diamond Dash as well. We haven't done this in a while, and I think it's going to be a super fun opportunity. I know a lot of you that are on the fence of Emerald or Diamond. It'll be a really great way to, get you to that next rank. I encourage everybody to do it. It's going to be a really great, short, here's the info, implement kind of training. It's not going to be long training videos and all that. So we'll make an event so you guys can join that and make sure that you're hooked up. Sorry, I'm seeing things posted. Oh, YouTube, Jerry. Honestly, that's where they posted all of them. I just looked up Christy Kronzer, Coach University, and they all pop up. I think we have the original doc too that I can share with the team page, but I just go to YouTube. Yeah, but we have the intro in week 1 completed. So Jerry, if you want that, we can send that over to you. No problem. Or anybody else that needs it. Just remind me. Cool. Yeah, challenge packs are still on sale through the end of the month. I can't think of anything else. Got a couple days left here. I know a lot of you are like super close to Success Club, so follow up. I know we want balance of vitals, but when you're on the line at the end of the month trying to hit a goal, it's okay for a couple days to just focus on like conversations, follow-ups to help you hit that goal. That's what we do. So awesome. Well, you guys, tonight I am pumped. I'm talking about something that I was terrible at. Now I'm just okay at, which is social media. And sharing authentically, like branding, kind of that realm. And I'm going to try to keep this chat window open. If you guys have questions or need anything, just want to give me encouragement, go ahead. I love that. So I'm going to share, because I know, even though you guys on this call kind of know me, I know we have a few new coaches that will be listening back to this. So quick intro, like who I am. I'm Coach Cassie. I'm Cassie Landhauser. I'm Cassie Marie on Facebook. And I live in Minnesota with my husband and my dog Scout. And we are moving. We're super excited. Just bought a house in the city of Minneapolis. So we'll be moving here in the next month. But I've been a coach. I'll be in my 4th year now as a coach, which is nuts. I am a former elementary art teacher. I taught for 6.5 years. and I just left my job as a teacher last May. So I've been coaching exclusively since then. I love it. Quickly, just a little bit about my story, and then I'll jump into social media stuff. But I am someone who did not like fitness or health. I found that love in my 20s and then became a group fitness instructor. I struggled with an eating disorder and body dysmorphia and kind of overcame that through becoming a coach. And I actually became a coach when I went to a wedding of our buddy from college, and his wife was a Beachbody coach, Christy. And I was like, what is she doing? Like, she loves her job. She's so happy. She gets to work from home with her boxer dog. I'm like, I want her life, right? And so I asked her about it. Long story short, joined her challenge group, found out about coaching, started part-time, ended up loving it and realizing like this is probably what I should be doing full-time. So I worked really hard for 2 years to make that a reality. So that's where we are here. I love our community. I love this team. I'm so excited to be sharing with you guys and learning from each other every day. So if you are new to our team, welcome. That's a little bio on me. Reach out if you need anything. If you've already heard my story 20 times, I'm sorry. Okay, you guys, so a little bit about social media. So I know sometimes it's intimidating to share on social media, and I know right now we have some new coaches who have been a little bit hesitant about sharing, and I get that, especially when you're starting off, you're like, I have never shared about health or fitness or any of that. If you're someone who that's like new for you, it's probably kind of awkward sharing authentically about that journey when that has not been your past. So my advice is just to jump in and do it. Maybe it's weird for the first week, but after that, people will be like, oh, that's that journey that Sally's on. Okay, cool. They're not bothered by it. They're just like, cool, she's on a journey. And the thing is, the more that you're sharing, the more that Sally is sharing this journey, and the longer she's doing that, the more trust that she's gaining from her followers, right? The more people are seeing this is not just a phase that she's going through. Like, this is something she's actually committed to, right? And then as she starts sharing about the coaching opportunity or this team that she's a part of, or the team calls that she goes to each week, or the events that she's going to, they'll see, oh, there's a community of coaches who do this together in this amazing community that she loves. And so they're getting the feel for your whole journey. It's not just you posting once a week that I drink my shake. Like, that means nothing to people. Actually, on Coach University, we were just doing, Stacy, I'm using your analogy, girl, because it was so good, right? Like, if you show up on social media and you share like what you're doing on your journey, awesome. That is step one, right? But if you are not talking to people behind the scenes, you're not sharing on social media that they can be part of it too, they don't know. So Cece uses the analogy, you know, it's like a party. People at work may hear you planning this party and getting excited and talking about the food that's going to be there, asking for advice about this party, right? But unless you invite them to that party, they're not going to show up because they're not invited. That'd be weird. So you have to remember that unless they're invited, they don't know that they're always welcome. So don't forget to have a call to action at least once a week for your challenge groups, or an event invite where you exclusively invite them, or an invite behind the scenes. So just a little advice for new coaches. Remember, if you're not showing up on social media and inviting them, asking them to join, your business isn't open. You're just sharing, or you're sporadically sharing some random thing you're doing. So make sure it's clear what you're doing. So a couple of sharing tools I want to share, sharing tools to share. To authentically attract and brand yourself, you really want to think about who you were, who you are today, and who you want to be or where you want to be. And I think it's kind of like that feel, felt, found thing too. Like, you can kind of share it that way. Sorry, chat's open. So let's start with know who you were. And this is a great one because, as we know, even if we've been a coach 1 week, something has been transformed in us, right? We know that there's been a mindset shift, whether we've been in a challenge group or we are getting excited about this coaching journey and our mind's kind of envisioning what this could be. So imagine your transformation, whether it was mental, emotional, or physical, financially, whatever it is. And these are the type of men and women that we're attracting. The old you, right? That's who you're attracting. So think about where people are as old you. And that's who you can speak to. You can speak to the struggles that you used to have with food, lack of energy for exercise, right? How you hated working out. That was me. Don't sign me up for sweating. Financial strains. That was also us. Debt, like living paycheck to paycheck, being too busy, health problems you had, anxiety, depression, body image, whatever those struggles are, share them frequently. Even if you're not going through that, you can share like, this was old me, or in this situation, old me would have reacted this way. But what I found was, after I've done personal development and worked on myself, here's how I'm handling that now. And they can see like, oh, wow, she used to be like that. I can do this and I can be where she is. Showing them that's possible for you because you're a real person. So step one for you guys tonight, I forgot to tell you, grab a pen and paper because I'm a former teacher, and take notes and do homework, right? Wouldn't be a good teacher without that. So write down a description of your before, person. So who were you? I want to know, before you had the health and fitness transformation or that mindset transformation, write down who you were. Even if it's been 5 days or 1 day as a coach, I want to know like what has changed and who were you before this journey. So tip two, know who you are. Okay, so many of us don't even realize that others look up to us and admire us now. I'm always like, I'm a hot mess. And then someone says, I really admire you, like everything you've been through. I love like how you inspire people every day. And I'm like, oh yeah, I do that. Like, okay, let me eat some humble pie here now. If you are unsure of who you are today, I know sometimes we're not always aware of the growth that we've had. Ask a spouse, ask a best friend, a parent, your success partner, someone that you trust, to share like how you've changed. And I've seen it. Like I've seen every single one of my coaches have some kind of shift in their attitude, their physical transformation, whatever it is. And they can tell you, how you change and the person you are today. I know for me, like I think about the things that haven't really changed too. Like, who are you and who have you been? Like, I'm a wife, I'm a Christian friend. I love motivating people. I love dogs. I love peanut butter. Like, I'm a goofball. I'm a foodie. Hi, Boo. Sorry, Jenna's dog. In love with him. We're in a relationship, Jenna. You just didn't know it. Anyway, so think about those things that make you who you are, and maybe you've always been, right? So step two, I want you to write down, who are you today? What are you passionate about? What are you interested in? What are you overcoming? That's a big one that sometimes we forget to share. And I'm someone who would rather hide it and sweep it under the rug than have to share that. But I know that for me, it's empowering, and it's also inspiring and helpful to other people on social media when I share about the things I'm overcoming. The more and more I share about my PCOS, my hormonal struggles, like I shared on Instagram stories today about going to this naturopathic doctor, which was like totally outside of my realm. And people were like, how'd it go? Like I just shared that I was going, and people were already asking this afternoon how it went. So think about those things. Like, what can other women or men relate to that you're overcoming? And then number three, know who you want to be or where you want to be in life. You should be sharing this all the time, you guys. And I love sharing my dreams now. Number one, it totally freaks me out, but it pushes me to go after it. So I love doing that. And I want you to share your passion for what you do, like the vision behind that passion. Like, why are you doing these things? What is the purpose? Your why that we started with. There was a really great national wake-up call. I honestly can't remember when it was, but it was Holly Hillier was talking about this, about her vision and why. So jot that down. If you guys want to go back, you can listen to that. But yeah, really think about that vision, because when you get in tune with that vision and you're able to share that with people, that's what gets them excited about joining you. When they see you share, like, my goal this year is to quit my job and work from home, and then they see you do it, they're like, dude, sign me up for that. If she can really do that, like, I want to do it too. And share boldly, because people will be intrigued and they want to watch you crush it. And don't be afraid of that failure part, right? Because so what? You fail. You get to share about that. You get to share about how you didn't hit that goal. How about how you didn't get to leave your job? but how I've reset my goals and here's what I learned and I'm still going to do that, right? That was me. So don't be afraid of that. People like a human. They like to see that story and that journey unfold. So step 3, write down what type of person and coach you want to be. And I really want you to pinpoint 3 areas with the type of person you want to be. The business side, so the coaching side, right? Getting specific, like what rank do you want to be? Income, like how many amazing coaches do you want on your team? What does that look like? Personal, your own health goals, accomplishments in your own life. And then this 3rd one I love, which is lifestyle goals. Do you want to build your dream home? Do you want to pay off your debt? Do you want to have more vacations, more time freedom? So those 3 again were business side, like the personal health side, and then the lifestyle. So those 3 areas of where you want to be or what type of person you want to be. And then my last tip is to be an authentic branding boss. Can't talk today. You remember one of those days you can't communicate? That was me today. Perfect day to do a team training. Got a lot in the brain. So you guys, even like I said, thank you, Stacy. I still love you too. Even if you're in your 4th week of coaching or wherever you are, don't be afraid to show up like a boss. Seriously, don't be afraid. Because the most driven coaches in this company, I know that even in their early stages as a coach, they showed up like a CEO of their boss or their business. Like they are the boss and that's how they showed up. Their profile on Facebook, on Instagram, it's not amateur hour, guys. They show up like they are a professional health coach because that's what we are, right? We signed up to be a leader. We signed up to show up for people. We need to show up like a professional from the outside. That doesn't mean you can't be silly and goofy in your awesome self, but do it with class. Represent the team that we are. You know, we're amazing women. We're strong leaders, right? We represent an amazing company that does a lot. So show up that way. So these coaches who show up, you know, really strong in their businesses, they're consistent. We talked about this with their posting. They're not posting Monday and then 4 times on Thursday and then 3 times on Saturday. You know, they're showing up consistently. They're posting consistently on social media and sharing. And what they're sharing is valuable. It's not random junk. It's not, I don't even know. I'm sorry, guys, if you share stuff like this. It's not anything personal, but like if you're really trying to grow a successful business, they're not posting their best friend's cat on their wall. Like they're showing up with who they are as a brand, you know? Like share that stuff on your Instagram stories, share that stuff on your Facebook stories or Snapchat. That's the place and time for that. But, you know, be a real person, of course, but share that valuable content on your Instagram and on your Facebook page. So also don't forget, we are part of Beachbody, but we are not Beachbody. And I really encourage you, I don't know if this is a compliance thing or not. I think as long as somewhere on your page, like you have that you're involved with Beachbody, it's okay as your business, but your business should not say Beachbody. Like, who are you? What is your coach, your team name? Like, who are you, right? That's what people want to see. And for the people who are jaded by Beachbody or whatever ideas they have, like give them a chance to get to know you before they're judging because of that name Beachbody. And most people aren't like that, but just in case, like give them you as a coach before you give them Beachbody. And then last couple things, make sure your images and pictures, your videos are consistent, like style or theme. Well lit. I'm always about the lighting. Sorry guys, I probably preach this all the time, but make sure it's a quality video. It looks good. People are visual creatures, and I'm not saying that because I don't know what is that word? Because they care about vanity and all that. I really don't, but they're gonna stop the scroll when they see a well lit picture, a bright, cheerful picture. You know, it's attracting. They're attracted to it. If it's a dark room or whatever, they're like, I don't know what that is. They just keep scrolling. So think about clear, crisp, bright images that are attractive. Let's see. So step 4, just a quick little thing you can do in 5 minutes. Go to your Facebook, clean it up. You know, make the changes to make it look professional. make a cool banner. You can definitely, like, Jenna has a really cool kind of like collage banner that kind of describes who she is. Her pictures look really great. So I'm throwing you out there, girl. I know there's other coaches on our team too. I just updated mine to be like a team shot of leaders on a retreat. I know that's a lifestyle thing, like people who love the beach, like that is the kind of person I'm attracting, people who love to travel. You know, make sure your face is clear. Like that's a trust thing when people can see your face clearly straight on, like they want to know who you are, what you look like. So yeah, go make sure it's branded to you. It looks professional, it looks clean. You don't need to hire someone to do that. And then you can always ask your success partner upline to do a quick overview of your page and say, keep this, get rid of this, you know, do that, whatever, little critique. So you guys, the last thing I want to do is suggest that you create kind of a posting schedule. And I like to do this every week. I've not been great about it lately, so I'm actually loving this idea because I'm going to do it myself, is to write down like Monday through Friday, and maybe like an AM post and a PM post. That was a great way to get you started. I know on Facebook especially, like 2 to 3 times a day is a good amount. On Instagram, I only do once every 2 to 3 days, but I use Instagram stories. So I make sure that my posts are like super valuable content, really great images. So I'm really picky about what I put on that. What do you call that? Like my profile page? I don't know what that is on Instagram. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. My board? Yeah, I don't know. I'm really social savvy. It's fine. But yeah, I post all day, every day on Instagram stories. I love Instagram stories for that. And then I do like specific things with value. But Facebook, I don't use their stories as much. And I try to do 2 to 3 on there. So I create a posting schedule and kind of think about the things that I want to talk about that week, a mixture between like motivation with personal development, to help people, those things we just talked about, you know, where you were, where you are, where you want to go. Like 3 or 4 of those posts are really great, like transformations. And you like thinking about that, you guys, that's 3 posts for you right there. Where you were and how far you've come, where you are, what you're overcoming, and then who you want to be and how you're going to get there. Like those are 3 really great posts to get you started. And then, dude, Amber Knudsen is a genius with this. She shares every freaking day. She shared last week about, she shares that workout. She shares what she's doing for her health every day. There is no guessing. You know that woman is in shape and she can help you, right? So be consistent. That's an easy one. I think everybody in this team works out pretty consistently. So share a quick thing on that about your health. So yeah, I encourage you to create that posting schedule. And then I'm giving you a lot of information, guys, but last thing, 5 tips to implement now. Frequency, post every day. You need to. Yes, I saw that, Jenna. Frequency, post every day. If you're not showing up, like I said, you're not showing that your business is open. So new coaches, I do encourage you, post about something every day, even if you're not comfortable sharing about coaching or your journey every day yet. You can start sneaking that stuff in by talking about personal development or a cool quote that you learned or what you got from that. And then you can start sharing about the little workouts and stuff that you're doing. Quality over quantity, you guys. Really, truly, if you don't know what to post something quality. Go to another coach's page and look and see what they're doing and get inspired. Don't just post some random junk because you feel like you have to post. That's not doing anything for you or your business or anyone else. And then who are you outside of coaching? Share lifestyle stuff too. It's fun to see. I know like Jenna right now is remodeling a house. That's so cool. Like people, yeah, she's like, it's so cool. It's so cool to see. Like people love, that's a whole other transformation, you know, like showing who you are outside of that. Like we are selling our house and buying a house. Share about your dog, share about your kiddos, like all that stuff. People love it. And then my last 2 tips are go live, do it, go live and share things, right? Share about coaching, share about, I gave Mama B like a whole list of things to go live about. I can share, but share all those things. And then lastly, I've been using Stim Social, which is, Jenna, you gave us that, right? On leadership. And I bought the most expensive package for one reason alone. They add people for me and they send a message to every single person that follows me. new follower. And so I have like 10 to 15 new conversations by choice every day without doing anything while paying money for it. So if you're looking for something to really up your game for even a couple months on Instagram, I've gained like 600 followers in less than a month just from that. And my Instagram game was really lame before I started this. So if you're looking to something to bump that up. Also, National Wake Up Call today. If you haven't listened to that, Bonnie Engel gave some really great tips about the funnel we were talking about earlier on our Coach University, but kind of working people through that funnel on Instagram. So check that out, Bonnie Engel's National Wake Up Call. Oh, the tool is STIM Social, STIM Social. I think it's .com. Sorry, I'm looking at the chat. Oh, a couple other little things too. You guys can totally ask questions now, but little things on social media that I'm just thinking of. It sounds terrible, but don't like Bonnie Engel stuff. Don't like Amy Silverman stuff. Don't do that kind of stuff, you guys, because you're attracting people to them with the algorithms because they're getting more likes, so people are seeing their stuff, right? Now, on the other hand, with our team, do that for each other. Like on each other. I mean, you don't need to spend hours doing that, but when you see something cool, like I know Jenna and I, like a couple times a week, we'll just go through and like everything and comment some love on each other. And that I know that boosts each other, you know, on our team. And that's great because we're a team. But don't send your followers to someone else that way. Also, attaching links to your Facebook posts. Facebook hates that, apparently. I'm learning all about this right now. I used to do like a form to get started. Occasionally it's okay, but they don't like that, so they won't send people your way. Yeah, thanks, Jenna, for posting that. Whoa, 3,000 followers, Jenna? That's crazy. I don't know if you guys saw that in the chat, but she's gotten 3,000 since last summer. Yeah, I'm at like 1,800 right now. I'm like, I want to be 10,000. Do you guys have any questions about social? I'm by no means an expert, but.
I love how you said basically branding yourself and not Beachbody. That was kind of what we talked about on the call right before this, like with sharing, because a lot of people don't even know what we have to offer, or they hear the term Beachbody and they're like, I'm off it. They don't know you. They don't know what you have to offer. They don't know anything. And you have a solution to provide, but it's just that stigma behind it. So I really love that you shared that. You know, find those top 5 things about you and just keep posting about those things. And I have to share this too, because this is kind of in our Coach University. This was shared on a National Wake Up Call recently too, and it's a little color wheel. And it's basically, I think it's 12 colors, and it's qualities about you. So, you know, print off this color wheel. We have our newer coaches. It's in like our little welcome video. But we have them print this off and then fill out the qualities or the quirks or the interests about them that has nothing to do with Beachbody. So that's even an idea also. It'll be on the resource document for, I think, the welcome video. We'll include that. But yeah, I love that. Be you.
I have a question about the pictures that we post. Like, I completely agree. They need to be well lit and, you know, look good. My house is like a dungeon. Like, I don't have a solid wall that I can, you know, have just a plain background behind me. The lighting is just horrible. And just today, I had 3 separate messages on Instagram that thanked me for posting, for being real when I post a picture, that I don't look like I'm professionally made up, which I'm always drenched in sweat. What I put on Instagram is usually, you know, right after my workout or something. But just today I had those 3 and they're like, you know, we're tired of seeing all of these posts and the girls look like they haven't even really done a workout. And I'm like, well, crud. I mean, I don't know. I struggle with that. Like, I don't really know how I'm going to get some decent pictures and in my situation.
Well, right now, Mama B, I have 3 lamps above my head. This is what's happening. But I totally get what you're saying. Because my house is like that too. Like after dark, I'm like, how do I get good lighting? And I think absolutely you should be real. And like, I try, this sounds weird, but I try to actually on my Instagram stories not use a filter with my acne, because I'm like, people relate to that. I don't want to look scary, but like people truly are like, okay, she's real. She has acne. And when I see that, I'm like, okay, like she still looks cute, but she's a real human, you know? So I get what you're saying.
Yeah, that's exactly what one of them said today. Was like, you are real. You know, it's you're not fake. You can tell by your posts that you're not fake. Well, that's what I want to attract. But at the same time, you know, I like to have some nice pictures. But it's just flipping hard, even in the daytime, to get a good picture in here. In the summer, most of my pictures will be outside because I even do a lot of my workouts outside.
I can kind of speak to this because I have this as well. In fact, when we did our video earlier today, I had to do it in our bathroom because it was only good lighting and my husband was sick. So I understand. One of the things I do that I was going to share with you is sometimes so it's like kind of plain in the back and your lighting towards the door is usually better. So that's like the one trick that I sometimes use because of where we're at right now too. There's not really a spot to do it. So I kind of use that, or I know this comes back to like the teenage girls, but sometimes the bathroom is the best.
Yeah, and I don't think we need to look like glam dolls. I don't think anybody on our team is like I hate saying this, but like Bonnie Engel, Lindsay Matway type at all. Like we're all completely fine with being real women, like feminine, and we like to look good. But yeah, and the point with the social media is to keep it bright as you can. Like Mama B, the great thing is like right now you're wearing a pink tank top. That's gonna like catch someone's eye in a picture. So thinking about stuff like that, you know, or if it isn't the brightest picture, using emojis or like caps or something to like catch people's eye with text and, you know, be creative with it. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Or take a picture earlier and, you know, outside, take a selfie outside or reuse pictures. I know I do that, and put that message that you have with a picture you took before. I don't see any issue with that.
I do try normally on Sundays when I look halfway decent because we go to church. I do try to kind of stockpile some pictures. So my husband's always like, "Oh, are you done yet? We're going to be late." And I'm like, "I have to get one more," and then I use them for later.
Raise your hand if you've done that. You're not alone, girl. All right, guys, if you have any questions, I'm happy to stay on. Another plug for 7:30 Mastermind. Had a pretty good showing for that. So if you have questions or want to share, that's a fun time to kind of help each other out. Otherwise, thanks for jumping on, you guys. We'll get Coach University here wrapped up in the next week or so. We'll have that all posted. Otherwise, have a great rest of the month. Work hard for those goals if you're still shooting for them.